G'day, I'm Warwick Schiller and welcome back to another part of how to survive a freak accident with your horse. And today I want to talk about riding on roads. And you know, it's a dangerous situation if you have got to ride your horse on a road somewhere. There's cars going very fast and what you can't really do is expect those car drivers to take care of you. And I see a lot of people out riding on roads with horses that I wouldn't ride them out of the round pen, and they go out on the road and when a car comes too close they want to scream and yell at the guy driving the car and like, oh, you shouldn't have come so close. Whereas I think, you know, those horses look like they probably shouldn't have been out on the road in the first place. You know, I'm really big on not having that victim mentality. You know, I was out riding on the road and that car didn't slow down. My question is, before you went out on the road, was your horse prepared for the road? Okay, I am not, you know, I'm really big on making sure I teach my horse to do the thing I'm going to do with it. I don't just go and do it. So today I want to talk a bit about some things you can do to prepare your horse for going out on the road. And so what you should do is find yourself a quiet piece of road. This is the road leading up to our house here. So find yourself a quiet piece of road and a vehicle. Okay, have the vehicle parked and not on. Have your horse walk around and past the vehicle that's parked and not turned on. Okay, you want to break it down into as many simple steps as possible. Is your horse concerned with this vehicle when it's just standing there with the engine not running? If it is, well, you'd want to get that bit solved first. Okay, once that's bit solved, I would ride away from the vehicle and have the person in the vehicle start the vehicle. Okay, so the vehicle's now started. Is my horse bothered by it this far away? Not really, so I'm going to head over here. And is my horse bothered by being by this vehicle when it's running? If my horse is not bothered by this vehicle when it's running, okay, so that's good. And if it was, what would we do? We'd work on it till we could. And what you'd probably do is try and ride around in a big circle. Get as far away from the vehicle as your horse is comfortable and just ride around. And after a while, when your horse is comfortable with that, go in 5 feet and do another circle around the vehicle until your horse is comfortable with that. And then go in further and further till your horse is completely comfortable around the vehicle with it running. Then what I would do is have that vehicle drive away from you at walking speed. So honey, if you can drive that thing down the road there at walking speed.
I hear you.
So if you can drive that thing down the road at walking speed. So just have that vehicle go away from you, okay? And you might want to start back quite a ways from it until your horse is good with being further back, and then you'd eventually get to where your horse was good up closer to it, okay? And eventually, you know, so have your horse to where he's not concerned by being, you know, the vehicle actually moving, the sounds of the tires on the pavement, whatever. And then have him to where he can follow it, and then at some point in time you'll get to where you can come up beside it and ride him beside the vehicle when it's moving. And if that doesn't bother him, then you can get a bit further up here and have the vehicle beside the horse when it's moving. And what you're doing now is you are working up to the part where the vehicle drives past you. I haven't quite got there yet, so I might go a little bit further up here. Now I'm going to stop and let that vehicle keep going past me. And there's the start of a vehicle going by me. So then what you can do is you walk along. I'm really big on the need to know the answer before you ask the question. We're walking along, that car's going to drive past us at the same speed as it just did a second ago, okay? We're not making anything different except us coming up behind it, then getting beside it, and then having it go past us. Okay, what we're doing here is I'm going to get out of this mud here. We're having that car go past us at the same speed it went before, but now we're actually working on that vehicle going by us. It's going to go by us here in a second. Okay, so we're now worked on this. So right now, if your horse got a fright and got all worried, what would we do? If my horse like ran off and got all worried right now, what would you do? You'd go back to this start and you go, oh, this vehicle scares you? Okay, we're gonna follow it again. And we'll follow the vehicle down here, and when you get comfortable with following the vehicle down here, then we would work on getting you up beside the vehicle and walking along like that. Then we'd work on getting you further up past the vehicle like this, and then once again I'd stop and let that vehicle go past me. That would be if it all fell to pieces. Okay, so then what you can do, now you can have the vehicle go past you faster. I'm just going to walk. Robin's going to turn around there, and I'm going to walk along here. Now Robin, just go past me a little faster this time, like if I was like my trotting speed. So I'm going to walk along here, and that vehicle is going to go past me at that speed. So just go up there. Okay, so then what you do is just have that vehicle go quite a bit faster. And have them really zoom by you like that. And if things started to fall to pieces, what would you do? You'd go back to the very start and get that horse, go back to the start and start again. And don't increase this speed too much too soon, but I mean Bundy doesn't seem to be worried about it, so I'm increasing it right here. And he's never really been out in any traffic. So what I'm going to do now is I'll turn around here and I'll have Robin go by much faster. Like I'm going to have her basically gun it, kind of like some crazy guys will think it's fun to go past you and your horse going flat out. Okay, so go ahead and hit it, hun. You are going to get people who are going to do that to you, okay? And there's no use going, oh, that bad man. You have no control over that bad man. There's no use getting all bent out of shape about it. People are going to do stuff like that. So what you want to do is try to recreate these things at home, okay? Like I said, I'm not much of a victim. I don't think that being a victim and saying, oh, that bad man did this and that is a bad thing, okay? So let me turn around and I'll have Robin go just a little bit faster. I don't know how much faster she can go in our little street here, but I'm going to wander along here and have Robin go zooming past pretty darn fast. I think Robin's going to go like that. That's the sort of stuff you are going to encounter out there in the street. Now, I'm going to have Robin turn around because the only thing we've worked on so far is having that car go past us from behind. We haven't worked on cars coming towards us, and I'm very, very, very step by step. So I know I can walk past that truck when it's standing still. I did it at the start. So now I'm going to have Robin go nice and slow and drive along this way and go past me like that. But before I ever worry about the things coming towards the horse, I'm going to work on it going away from them, just like I did right then. It's the same thing you do with the plastic bag, you know, anything like that, working with a plastic bag or whatever. You're going to make sure that the horse is good with it going away from them first. And then all I would do here is just increase this speed more and more and more and more and more until we had this to where the horse was good with the car going fast from behind and from in front. And then we've taken care of some of the things that we'll encounter when we're out riding. So Robin, just come back this way, probably quite a bit faster this time, not as fast as you did the last time, but so Robin's going a little faster right there. Bundy goes, there goes the truck. Okay, and I have not worked on vehicles at all with this horse before, but I have worked on a lot of other stuff, and that's why I'm really big on, you know, riding out on the road would be one of the last things I would do. I'd want to make sure everything else was good. Okay, Robin, so you may as well go really fast this time and act like what some of those crazy people are going to do when you're out riding your horse. People are going to come around the... Oops, she's going to back up. She's getting serious about it now. So people are going to come around the corner and they are going to go like that. I think she almost lost traction then. Okay, so now we've taken care of some of the things that are going to happen when you're out riding. Okay? But that's not all the things that are going to happen when you're out riding, so we are going to have to work on some more stuff. So some of you might be saying, well, but when I do it, they go by and honk their horn at me. What can I do about that? Well, guess what? This vehicle is equipped with a horn, so we can work on that. So go ahead and honk the horn from there, Robin. Okay, so he's good with that. And if you've seen my video on YouTube here on desensitizing a horse to gunfire, it's going to be the same thing. So we honk the horn there, he doesn't bother by it. I'm going to walk up here, I'm going to stop here, honk the horn again. He's not bothered by that. I'm going to walk up here and we're going to honk the horn again. He's not bothered by that. We're going to walk up here and we're going to honk the horn again. He's not bothered by that. I'm going to walk up here, we're going to honk the horn again. Okay, he's not bothered by that. So we're taking care of that. Okay, so now what haven't we taken care of? Well, we haven't taken care of those people who not only do they not follow the road rules, they think it might be fun to scare your horse, okay? So what Robin's going to do right now, she's going to wind the window down and she's going to bang on the side of the truck and she's going to go, "Yah!" and yell at me. Not while moving. She's not a very convincing yara, but anyway, you could have them do that. So we're good with it that far away. So now I'm going to walk down here. Now she's going to hang out the window and whack the door and go yah again. A little more convincing if you can next time, hon. So I'm going to come down here and okay, so he's not bothered by that. So we're going to come up here. Okay, so he's not bothered by that. Okay, so now what we've done is we've taken care of almost all of the things that are going to happen when you're out riding. But we haven't put them together yet. We've got this horse used to vehicles going by, we've got this horse used to horns blaring, we've got this horse used to idiot people banging the door and yelling, "Yeah!" Okay? But we haven't put them together yet, and just a principle of horse training is you don't put three things together unless you can put two together. So what Robin's going to do right now is she's going to drive me past me going slow with the horn honking. Okay, but what we're not going to do is go fast with the horn honking because we've figured out we can go slow, we can go medium, we can go fast. That works. We figured out we can do the horn honking thing. What we haven't figured out if we can go slow with the horn honking. So there'll be no use going fast with the horn honking unless you figure this bit out. So Robin's going to drive past here, honk on the horn. Good. So now what she's going to do, she's going to go up there and turn around and she's going to come past me faster, honking the horn. So here she comes, going faster. Now I'm sure you've all experienced that if you've been riding the road. So then you'll just get faster. But now we're going to do the next one, which would be going toward, just keep driving, hon. Coming towards me, honking the horn. But we haven't done that one yet, have we? Good. So we've got that one sorted, that's not bothering him. And then you would just go back and all you do is go through the slow honking the horn, the medium speed honking the horn, slow from behind, medium from behind, fast from behind, honking the horn. Then you do the slow from the front, honking the horn, medium from the front, honking the horn, fast from the front, honking the horn. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do slow from behind, honking the horn and banging on the window going, "Yeah." Okay, let me get turned around here, hon. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to turn around here and we're going to do the whole honking the horn, coming from behind and banging the door. and so on and so forth. And eventually you just work up to where you can get all of those things done. And you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot of work. Hey, it's a whole lot better than spending 6 months in hospital with a broken back or something or other. You know, I'm really, really big on preparing horses to do things that look like they're a big deal, but they are really quite easy to do if you can spend the time working on this. And this has taken me 10 minutes to do this little exercise right here. And Bundy's passed it with flying colours because Bundy's had all the other stuff done. And what I wouldn't do is try to take a horse out on the road that has anything bothersome when you're riding him wherever you're riding him, that's not out on the road. I'd want to make sure all the groundwork's good. I want to make sure all that stuff's good. But the big thing is just be prepared and don't be a victim, okay? You saw how easy it is to do this stuff. I'm sure everybody, I don't think you live at home with your horse, so you got to drive, most of you will have to drive your car to get somewhere, so everybody knows someone with a car. And all it does, it just takes a little bit of work on your part to do all these things and make sure that it's all good. And like I said, I wouldn't start with this. If your horse is, worried about little things, get them sorted, and especially do the groundwork. Get all that sorted on the ground. But, I've done all that stuff with Bundy for quite a long time, and like I said, I've never ridden him out on the road, and he's not really been around vehicles before, and he passed that quite well. But like I said, if at any point in time that started to fall to pieces, you would go back to the very, very beginning and start there and go, okay, let's get that bit good and work your way up. So I hope that gives you something to think about, and that's a bit on about how to avoid a freak accident, which would not be a freak accident as far as I'm concerned. If you're out in traffic and your horse got a spook from a car and it did something stupid, the reason I don't think it'd be a freak accident, because it's not a freak accident if you haven't checked on all this stuff first. Okay, if you check on this and you're quite straight like I am right here and your horse spooks at it, well, your horse is giving you a really big sign. Flying ducks may be encountered on this roller coaster. So just take that into consideration and just do things step by step by step.